guys, welcome back to the biggest agricultural platform. We've officially hit 1,000 subscribers. I have been dreaming of this day that we hit 1,000 subscribers. We finally did it, and this is the hands clapping sound effect. Thank you very much, guys. It's been hard work. It's not just been hard work for myself, it's been hard work for you guys, my subscribers who have been supporting me since day one. As I said, I can remember when this channel only had about 45 subscribers. We've grown it this far to go about 1,002. I think it's 1.2, 1,000, yeah, it's 1,000 something. I haven't checked, but we hit 1,000 subscribers. I woke up this morning to the notification, but I didn't yet get the email by YouTube. We are just a bit away from becoming a YouTube partner. So we're moving, guys. We're better than where we were last year, but I'm very thankful. Thank you very much, guys. So today on the 5th of June, which is my father's birthday, send him a big shout out down there in the comment section, guys. I'll let him know. It's his birthday today. He turned 62. On today, on my father's birthday, I felt I should talk about cattle because my dad is a big cattle person. He loves cattle, and just like myself. So let's talk about it. Hey, let's talk about these animals that were getting high prices. What was the cause that they got high prices? I know I spoke about the winners, but let's get at what the farmers and the breed societies have to say about it. So this information is contrasted, thankfully, by the biggest agricultural magazine in the entire SADC, which is Farmers Weekly. So let's get into the information. Limousine bull sold for a record 1.2 million, which is a limousine record price. The highest price of the day was paid for the bull Italia XR 1638, which was sold by John and Tracy Davenport of Delville Limousines near Villers to Daphne Nkosi and Dennis of La Reina Limousine in Edenville for 1.2 million, a new South African record. For limousine bulls were sold for an average price of 164,583. Limousines also set a new South African record when the open heifers Pagan BL 2013 was sold to La Reina Limousines for 280,000. Open heifers achieved an average price of 66,778. In-calf cows achieved an average price of 48,600, while in 3-in-1 cows were sold for an average price of 70,650. In-calf heifers were sold for an average price of 50,864. So that was the limousine prices. That was not just the price of the bull. The bull set the record. It was the breakdown of the different animals that were there. And not just that, beside the bull, they also got a good price for, they set the record also for a cow, which went for 280,000, which was quite a lot of money. Money was being spent at this auction, meaning that the marketing was done well, the competition was done well. So let's get into that BONSMARA bull that got the 2.1. I'm sure everybody loves that bull right now. I have pictures. Looks amazing. It's an amazing looking bull. BONSMARA bull sells for a record-breaking 2.1 million. Information from Farmers Weekly. The bull BM 1696 set a South African record for a BONSMARA when he was sold for 2.1 million at the recent POGGENPOEL BONSMARA production sale. The sale was held in Stella, Northwest. The bull was sold to Bazon BONSMARAs, owned by cousins Ibn Besson and Vessels Edinson in Mooirivier. Bazon BONSMARA also bought the second highest priced animal of the day, the bull BM 1825, which was sold for 1.3 million. So those guys were breaking the bank. They have serious money. Besson and Edinson, who also bought the highest priced female animal of the day, which is a 3-in-1 cow, BM 181, which was sold for 650. According to Ebronson, the stud was only recently registered a year ago. We have been farming BONSMARA commercially since 2010, and it is important moving forward. It is an important step forward. We can only do that if we have the best bulls at our disposal. Philip Poggen of Poggen Molope Bonsmara said he was thankful and humbled by the success of the auction. This really is not about money for our family, he said. For us, it remains an honor to farm animals, said Philip. Louis Stella, breed director of BONSMARA SA, said the record-breaking bull was an exceptional specimen of the BONSMARA breed. At his selection, he received a mark 9 out of 9. This really is one of the top bulls within the breed. His breeding values also indicate that he was exceptional. He has exceptional genetic potential. In short, building, breeding values, and lineage have all worked together to create an exceptional animal. Stella told Farmers Weekly that every breeder has his or her own genetic goals, which means that the same animal would not necessarily be equally attractive to all breeders. However, in a free market system, such a high price definitely indicates that there are a lot of competition amongst bidders. Stella added that paying such a high price for a bull could be worth it in the medium term. In 2018, the bull from Up George, LAR 14173, was sold for 1.8 million South African rand, and I think he hit a record last year. Last week, 23 of his sons were sold at an average price of 125,000 per bull. Thus, the bull earned nearly 2.8 million in a single auction. And we are not even talking about his daughters and their calves. So that is what happened. Beside that bull going for that price, beside buying that guy, that POGGENPOEL BM 1696, they also paid another million. He went for 2 million. BM 6996 went for a million, for 2.1 million, and then they paid another million for 1825, BBM 1825. So they're spending, and these guys have been breeding BONSMARA since 2010. So they started, as most stud breeders, most commercial guys always start off, cattle people. They start off commercial, build it, and then if they reach that point, then I'll move on to start breeding. You get few guys who start from day one, they start breeders moving forward. It's an expensive business. You need to spend the money. That's why I said in the last video that you either need to form a consortium of other farmers so you can be able to source these expensive animals, because it's not a joke. Imagine walking into an auction, and as you walk in to come sit down, you've gotten your registration, you've got your cards, you're ready to bid, and you're already hearing the bidder screaming, "Can I have 3 million here? 3 million. You already say, let me leave. So that's what it is, man. Genetics cost money, and as they said, you know, the bull La, which was my favorite BONSMARA bull, sold by Up George, his sons were being sold at an average price of 120,000 per animal. So they're taking all that numbers of his animals that were sold, and they only sold 23. So imagine for 23 of his sons were going at the average price of 125,000, and they're saying thus far the estimate is that bull has repaid the farmer, because it would be going for 2.88 million if they take all these things into consideration. So that's Farmers Weekly's 2 cents on these high prices. I know they're crazy. I know people have been reading and are going, hey, I must get into farming. There's money there, man. There's geld. In Afrikaans, they say there's geld. In my mother tongue, they say kwinamali. But we must understand that before you can even get to that level of selling bulls for 2.1 million, 2 million, 125, 280, it takes time. You have to build it, and you need to work on your genetics. This is why they say it takes money. It takes money to make money. So this is why you have to invest like crazy. But I also have to caution people that I've seen people invest crazy amounts in bulls, and that bull comes to your farm and only gives you 5 calves. And sometimes those calves are not even that good. So you need to be very careful with this breeding business, because it's a high risk, high reward. The risks are very high. You can buy a bull that comes there, only produces lots of calves, but they're not even good quality. Comparing them to their father, they're useless. And then you have to slaughter them. So I have seen such situations. I was talking to a friend of mine over the weekend who spent 240,000 to buy a bull, and that bull only gave him 5 good quality calves. The rest were terrible quality. He had to cull them. So he ended up culling the bull itself, and he spent so much money for it. So he's not going to make his 250,000 back. So
It's very important that you need to be very careful and you need to be economical. Like I said in our last video, you need to make sense. The buying of the animal needs to make sense to you in every means before you do that decision. I know some people buy these expensive animals only to show off. And with that said, ladies and gentlemen, those are my 2 cents on the issue of buying expensive bulls. And the two that went, the $2.1 million BONSMARA, the $1.2 million limousine bull. So with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to say bye for now.